Alright guys, thank you for coming to the PD today. We're going to learn how to use Google Forms in the classroom to improve our instruction and enhance student learning. Okay, so here's the agenda for today. Okay, we'll start out, we're just going to jump right in. We're going to build a Google Form. I'm going to teach you how to share a Google Form. I'm going to teach you how to analyze the data. I'll tell you any helpful options within Google Forms. We'll also talk about why gathering data matters. And then lastly, we'll talk about what is job embedded PD. And if you have a few more minutes, if you can just hang back, I'll talk about further collaboration. And if you could fill out the feedback survey for me, it'll be at the end of this presentation. So let's go ahead and jump in. So you guys brought your teacher issued iPads. Thank you for doing that. If you could just do me a favor and go ahead and if you have the presentation, if you could go ahead and click on the link number 1, you should be able to find a Google Forms login page. Now, if you're already logged in, then you should already see the options and setup window for Google Forms. If not, you can do a quick Google search and just type in Google Forms on your web URL, and Google Forms should pop up at the top. Just click on that link.
Is that link?
So that you can log
mine, it's not working.
It should work. Here, let me try. So yours is in, you gotta get it in presentation mode and then click it.
Thank you, Mr. C.
Yeah, no problem.
That's what it was. I didn't have the presentation.
Yeah, you can keep going. Okay.
All right, so for the video, I'm just gonna say Mr. C, Mr. A, Mr. M, and Mr. S. Okay? Just keep it anonymous. And Mr. S, how are you doing? Were you able to find your Google Forms on your iPad?
I do.
Yes, thank you. And Mr. M, are you also able
Got
to?
it. Yes, sir, I'm in.
Awesome. And Mr. C and Mr. A, you're good?
We are good.
I have a quick question. So,
Yes.
do I need to download this from the catalog to my iPad, or I can just go to Safari and then just Google Forms? Is that-
Okay, so great question. The answer is there is no app for Google Forms on the iPad. So you're just going to use a quick Safari search. You should be able to find Google Forms and then just access it from the internet.
So like Google Slides, right?
Yes, just like Google Slides. Just
Google
like,
Slides, we do get the icon on the iPad, that's what I mean.
So-
yes, Google Slides has an app icon, but Google Forms does
Okay.
not have that. I wish it did. That's a great question. So let's move forward. So did anyone have any issues logging in with your school email address?
No.
The sweetwaterschools.net. So it should have asked you to log into your Google Forms. There isn't?
Yep.
Not mine, I didn't get that, so I'm on Google, on Title
Okay.
Form, but it did not ask me to log in.
Okay.
Does that mean I'm in?
Oh, you're in. You're in your login because you can see
Yeah, I see
the
my-
L
the L.
on your thing. Great. Okay, cool. Let's move forward. So the next step. So what I did in my presentation is I created a Google form, India rank order group consensus. So I know most of us right now are working on the India unit. I can try to share that Google form in a second. But just before we begin, if we we're gonna kind of jump in and create a question on our Google Forms. So there's a lot of different types of questions. So as you click to start a question, you're gonna see this drop-down menu. There's the short answer, the paragraph, the multiple choice, the check boxes, the drop-down, the file upload, the linear scale, multiple choice grid, and the checkbox grid. Don't stress out, just